It's fine. You don't have to like me. Nothing you do can hurt me. I had an immigrant mother. I'm fucking dead inside. Bro, my mother was brutal. I remember when I was younger, I asked her if I was going to grow up to be very pretty. Standard little girl question, right? My mom looked me right in my face and just went, no. I was like, God damn, ice cold. But honestly, I appreciated it because she really didn't give a fuck. She's like, I don't know, ugly, pretty, shut up, do your homework, you know? And honestly, that's a better attitude to have because there's too much pressure on women to be hot in America. The standard is wild. I was watching TMZ. I saw a man with no chin making fun of Natalie Portman. He was just sitting there like, she doesn't have any boobs. I'm like, buddy, your face doesn't have an ending. Are you fucking kidding me? It's too much. I think it's good that not everybody is hot. I think that would be a nightmare, okay? Like, take Eleanor Roosevelt. One of the greatest people to walk this planet. Not exactly a supermodel, and thank God she wasn't, okay? Because there's no way she would have worked that hard for civil rights. There's no fucking way. Some of you aren't following, I'll explain. Like, I have a theory. Every single friend I have that grew up smoking hot, never went through an awkward period, doesn't work hard because they never fucking had to, okay? I had sex with a male model once in my life. Laziest fuck I've ever had. Absolutely not. I'm like, give me a dude with a bald spot and a pot belly any day, okay? He'll put in work like making a woman orgasm. We'll get his cable turned back on. Was that a lot? I'm gonna make it worse. Look, all I'm saying is if a dude is missing a tooth, I guarantee you, he eats pussy like that shit'll make it grow back. That's all. Did you guys just grossed out? Bunch of DJ Khaled's? Grow the fuck up. I can't. No. I can't. Trying to be in a good mood. It's hard. Our politics are so wild. It's looking like our next election again, and I know this is going to get a groan. It's going to be Trump versus Biden, which is so dumb for so many reasons. The least of which is they were old the first time they fucking ran. Right. It's not just that I'm like, Dianne Feinstein literally has Alzheimer's, Mitch McConnell's old as fuck. I'm like, okay, this is a national security risk. Like, 60% of the American government could just be taken out by a loose shower railing. Like, it's a lot. Like, if you were to ask me who's the most likely to assassinate the president, I'd be like, honestly, at this point, time. Just time. I am concerned. It's frustrating because our government is doing dumb shit. They're rolling back abortion now. People are getting bolder and bolder. You can't even talk about this shit. I told an abortion joke. Lady came up to me after the show, furious. She's like, you think you're so clever? What if you had been aborted, huh? You ever think about that? What if you had been aborted? And I was like, yeah, but what if you had been aborted? Wouldn't that be nice? A little less yelling? That, and they always try to slut shame women. That's the thing with abortion. They always say this, like, oh, we wouldn't even need this if women just kept their legs closed, if there were just fewer whores. And I was like, look, as a retired whore, I would like to say, that ain't us. That shit ain't us. If you're really out in these streets, you have your birth control on lock. Like, if you're really getting around, you had the original IUD. You know what I mean? The one that had asbestos in it. You put it in your pussy cough, like that. A lot of people don't know this about the original IUD, but the little T with the strings, you pull the strings, a message from JFK played. That's how... That ain't us. No. It's funny. That's like, I feel like, in general, whores don't get abortions for the same reason. My friends who are alcoholics won't drink on St. Patty's Day, you know? I had a guy friend, he's like, oh no, we don't go out drinking on St. That's amateur hour, okay? That's when a bunch of accountants drink on each other. That's for amateur. I'm like, oh, you for sure need to go to AA immediately. Sir, your liver is about to fall out of your asshole. What did you just say to me? Amateur. There's no professional drinker. There's no Nathan Hot Dog contest winner. There's nobody like, okay, everybody line up. We're going to see how many bottles of vodka you can finish before you lose custody of your kids. And go. Shit ain't us. They're rolling back trans rights too. Oh my God, it's so I hate when they use women's sports to attract trans people. That's so irritating. Because you have these crusty old dudes, they'll run out on TV and they're like, we care about women's sports. I'm like, sir, nobody cares about women's sports. And then they'll follow it up with like, it's not fair to let trans people compete with women. I'm like, you think that's not fair? You know what's not fair? Playing for the WNBA and still having to work for Uber Eats. That's what's not fair. Right? Could you imagine being one of the best athletes in the world at your sport and making that little money? I would be so angry, I wouldn't even be able to concentrate. The ref would be like, you're traveling. And I'd be like, I'd like to, but not on this salary. That was a smarter joke than you gave it credit for. It's fine. Some things are just puns and not hilarious. I'll get over it. I was in the car. I was like, I'm gonna kill him with this shit. I'm in a good mood. I said retired whore. I'm getting married soon, which is thank you. Right side of the room. The left side is like, fuck you, bitch. I thought my mom was gonna disown me because he is white. I was scared shit. I know. Did she send you? No. Bro, I was scared though. Cause wait, are you two together? No, I was about to say, you're sitting next to a white man. She was like, don't make my mistake. That's hilarious. No, my mom was very strict. He's folding his arms. My mom was very strict. Like, literally, another Indian girl married a white dude in our family circle, and my mom pulled me aside at the wedding and was like, Subhah, you would never be stupid enough to bring home a white man. Right? And then I turned over 30, and I introduced her to my white fiancé, and she was like, oh my God, welcome to our house. Do you need sunscreen? I'm like, calm down, calm down. You're embarrassing. He's a good dude. I'm very lucky to have him. I'm a lot. Every now and then, Indian dudes will get mad at me and be like, why didn't you date us? And they'll talk to me for 5 minutes. They're like, good point. I'm a lot. Like, dodged a bullet. No, I've been out therapy a lot. I found out seasonal depression is a thing. Which, I don't know, I feel like your life has to be going fairly well for you to have seasonal depression. Right, I don't have seasonal, I have general, trying to work my way up to seasonal. And I told a friend that. She told me she's never been depressed and never once thought about killing herself. I'm like, no, not one time. You've never sat in your car and gone, if I just drive into the ocean, I don't have to go to work on Monday. If I just drive. It's funny how the universe will test you, though. Because I remember I was having a particularly emo day. I came out of the house not having it. I was like, fuck this shit. I don't want to be here. God isn't real. Everything's bullshit. And then the elevator I was on stopped in between floors and just started shaking. I was immediately on my knees. I was like, dear Lord, as one of your faithful followers, if I could address the Holy Trinity, dear Buddha, Beyonce, and Dolly Parton, if I could. Times are weird, though. One of my friends was mad at a celebrity because they didn't stay after the show to sign autographs. He was like, this is a problem with celebrities. We treat them like gods and they're all toxic as fuck. And I'm like, actually, I think that's a pretty accurate description for most gods and most religions. I've been reading a lot of mythology. This shit is fucked up. Did you know Zeus came down as a swan and raped a princess? Right. Look, I'm not saying Cosby isn't bad, but at least he wasn't a swan. That's fucked up. I guarantee you, after that happened, there must have been so many Greek women just running around hitting on swans, just in case. Bring your swan to the club, like, I don't know if you know, but I'm with Zeus now. And her friends are like, bitch, I think that's just a regular bird. Steph, did you fuck a bird? All right, I gotta go. You guys have been amazing. I'll leave you on this. I do like doing stand-up, even though my family doesn't know what it is. I told my mom I wanted to be a comedian. First words out of her mouth. She was like, oh my God, Subhah, you're gonna be at bars at night with men? Like some kind of prostitute? I was like, yeah, I'm not a prostitute. I don't charge anybody for sex. I give that away for free, and then I pay $30 to take an Uber home because I'm a lady. Let's be clear. But you guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Subhah Agarwal, everybody!
She's a lady.